Ladies, gentlemen, and others, welcome to Pouring Takes with Charlie and Rayya. Today, the part of Charlie Van will be played by Brandon Kerr.
How's it going? That's right. Here we are, Pouring Takes, and this is my show today. Look who's in charge. You know, it's still National Women's Month. It's about damn time I got my own day. What do you guys think?
Take that lead.
Yes, we are. With me today, as Tanner so eloquently presented, Brandon has returned. You're never going to get to do a show with both me and Charlie. I think that's just the rules now.
I'm just the fill-in.
You're just our sub. You're on call.
I'm the substitute teacher.
And then also, as always, producer Tanner is with us.
That's right. Hello, everyone.
If you miss an episode with us, you can find them all at pouringtakes.com. You'll get linked to YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and you'll also see our bracket groups and see how we're doing.
And feel free to join.
Well, I don't think they can join anymore. I think we're going to have to do second chance bracket.
Oh,
if that's
yeah,
the
second
case.
chance bracket.
But we are having a March Madness final watch party on April 7th here at Underdog Restaurant and Sports Club. That's right. Back like we never left.
That's right.
We are here always, and we're so excited to be hosting this party. It'll be on the big screen in the back. Tanner's going to put me on stage again, and it's going to be super fun.
Yes, the funnest.
The most fun.
Oh, I can't wait for this. This will be amazing.
It's a good time.
And if you are interested in ad space, as you saw, we had a tequila one last week.
That's right.
We are down to talk marketing and advertising, whether it's through our social media platforms, right here in our podcast, joint with Underdog, whatever it is, we'll find a solution for you. Just hit us up at admin@pouringtakes.com.
There you go. Mouthful,
There's a lot of it.
I know, it's really hard to do it by myself. I miss Charlie already. Okay. Guys, happy Monday night.
That's right. Happy Monday night.
Start to the week.
Yep, last week in March. Can you believe that?
Can you believe it?
Can you believe it? Time is flying.
Yep.
What are we drinking?
I'm having the Peacekeeper from Manhattan Project.
Peacekeeper. That's what you had last week, too, and we couldn't remember the name, right?
That's right. I was drinking too heavily before I had to answer that question last week.
So this is the blonde Manhattan Project.
Yes.
Oh.
And it's delish.
Can I try it?
Yeah.
Manhattan Project's one of my favorite breweries around town. I really
Man,
like it.
easily my favorite in Dallas.
Yeah,
no,
I
that's
love it.
really good. I know, it's one of my favorites, too, but I've never had that one before.
Yeah. Their
Have y'all ever been to
necessary
that
evil
location?
is
Yeah, it's nice.
so good.
I had a friend who made his own board games, and he would do meetups to play his board game at Manhattan.
Intrigued.
So, like, literally, I think it was like summer 22. Every
Nice.
Friday night, I would go.
Nice.
And I
It's
loved
about the
it there.
cones.
The cones of Dunshire.
That's it.
What are we drinking over here?
I'm going pretty generic with the Dos Equis. I don't know if you've heard of it.
Keeping
It's
it
an import
spicy.
We
from
love a
Mexico.
Mexican lager.
Yes.
Live Mas.
You want to talk about you being basic? I'm drinking a Michelob Ultra. I literally
That is very
does
basic.
not get more basic. But
Yeah.
anyway, I see shots are present, and like I said, I am back to shooting, back to my shenanigans.
Oh.
Back on the
I'm too
bull.
old
Welcome
for
back,
this.
Brandon.
Too old for
Good to
these
see you,
shots.
Tanner.
Okay.
Charlie is out taking care of his mother right now.
Yes, Mary
God's
Van,
wishes.
Mama
thinking
Van.
of you.
Yes.
The one and the only Mary Van. Oh my God. When she came for Charlie's birthday episode, I think she was the most fun person in this room.
She was so sweet. She just loaded us up with all the appetizers
Oh
she
my
could
God,
think
she
of.
bought
That's
all
awesome.
the food.
Right?
And then got mad at us for not eating it, but we were like
Right.
working.
Right, you're on stage
You're like, we're on the clock.
with a camera on you.
I'm like, Mom, I'm not going to eat pizza on camera. It's already hard to be cute
Nobody wants to
with a
see that.
fireball shot. Come on.
That's right. That's right.
But yes, wishing her all the best. Hoping to see her soon out here. So tell me this, guys. How was your weekends?
Oh man, I rocked it.
Yeah, you had a show in Fort Worth.
I did. I was playing out at Flying Saucer out there, Old Ados.
Oh my gosh,
Old
I haven't been to a
Yeah, I
flying
haven't been there
saucer
in a
in so
minute.
long.
It was super good. People really loved us. We played with Double Bear.
Bear
which is
Child.
Bear
the-
Child?
Which is the more 90s flavor of bands that I'm in right now.
Right in my wheelhouse. Love it.
Oh yeah, super fun.
I
Yeah.
enjoyed watching you guys. I still can't decide which one of your bands I like better. I think that's just like depends on your mood, really.
It really does. Sometimes you just want to sing some 80s soundtracks. Sometimes you just want to hear 3 chords really loudly.
Yeah.
Well, if any of
Some
you
toadies.
Yeah.
out there want to go and sing something, producer Tanner over here hosts Throw It Back Karaoke every Wednesday here at Underdog Restaurant and Sports Club.
I'm going to sponsor our next round of shots.
Oh,
Oh.
snap.
Yep.
The Round of Shots has a sponsor. That's
That's
a level
right.
up.
Look at that. Throw
You
it
can
back
do
shots.
that too. You hear that, folks? If you want to sponsor a shot, we would love that.
Sponsor a shot take, even.
Even.
Ooh.
I like it.
Brandon, did Charlie make you do shot takes on when you were here?
Yeah. Well, we took a shot. Is that what you're talking about?
Shot
no.
takes is where you make a shot bet with us.
Oh no.
It's a hot take and a shot bet.
No, I think
Shot
he
take.
took easy on me because that was not a thing.
I'm trying to remember if there were any like big events. I mean, usually during Cowboy season, that's like the easiest time to do it because you can align it with whatever's happening in the game or in the league that week. And we do it a lot for UFC fights as well.
Yeah,
So,
we had a lot of hot Luka takes,
Yeah,
obviously.
makes
Oh,
sense.
boy.
Draft
Heartbreaks.
takes. Yeah.
I'm still not over it.
No, I'll never get over it.
But-
I will think about it every day for the rest of my life.
Yeah.
I'm not
You
lying.
said that last time, too.
Every day.
I don't think you're alone on this, though.
No. Like every day, I'll just randomly think about it and get sad.
But see, the difference between you and me is I still, because he's a Laker, I'm going to cheer for his demise. Like, it's in,
Oh, not me.
It's
Not
in my
me.
DNA. That's just who I am. I already support the Cowboys. I can't support the Lakers. I just can't.
Yeah.
Would
My
you
Laker
root
Luka
against
jersey
Shohei
is-
Ohtani?
Oh, Shohei,
I did.
love.
I did root against Shohei Ohtani. I picked the fucking Yankees in the World Series because of that.
Oh, boy.
If you don't think Shohei is the best player in baseball, you're not a serious person.
That's true. Guy's nuts.
Yeah. But my Luka Laker jersey is already in the mail.
Oh.
It's on the way.
Did you get a gold one or a purple one?
Gold, all the way.
Gold, really?
I like the purple ones a lot.
I do, too.
I really
They're
like that
okay.
shade of purple.
They look fine, but the gold's the classic.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You going to chalk up your hands and throw it in the air like LeBron?
No, Luka. I'm going to yell at the refs like Luka.
I'm just going to yell
Yeah, I'm just
sporadically.
going to yell and just throw half-court shots all the time.
What did you guys do this weekend?
Lots of March Madness, lots of bar hopping.
Lots of-
Steven and I had an adventure through the city of Dallas that started Friday and ended Sunday.
Hey.
It was a lot. We checked
a-
out
that's a
a lot
weekend.
of places. I went to what? What's your problem?
He said cheers.
Oh, cheers.
Cheers to the crazy
Man.
Sorry, I'm so used to him attacking me while I'm doing things.
Ooh, I don't know if you want to say that in front of everybody.
Man, she's a fighter. She would whoop his ass. What are you talking about? She got roundhouse kicks, man. You can't be fucking with
I
Rayya.
believe that,
I love
actually.
you, baby.
He's like, oh, stop it.
It's a tough love.
Well, it wouldn't be me if it wasn't tough love. So
That's
let's be
right.
real. Anyway, enough about my relationship trauma that made me who I am. But yeah, so I checked out Rodeo Cold for the first time on Friday night.
You went to where?
Rodeo Cold, it's like a
Deep
little
Ellum?
dive bar on Ross, like Ross and Hall area.
Oh, yeah. I
It
know
used
where
to
it is.
be
Okay.
the whole Rabbit Hole, I believe, is what it was
Yeah.
before.
Oh,
Shut down,
okay.
rebranded. Now it's open as Rodeo Cold.
Yeah.
Yeah, it used to be Eastbound and Down.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we went there not too long
R.I.P..
ago. Yeah, I used to be able to walk there from my old apartment.
Okay.
It was not the best walk. As it wasn't far. It just
Wasn't
that
safe?
neighborhood.
Yeah,
is
I
a
believe
little
you.
Sketchy.
True.
But I did that a couple of times.
Hey,
And then-
man. Sometimes you just got to play it safe.
Sometimes you just got to do what you got to do.
Well, I spent a lot
think-
of time at Alcove this weekend as well. I went Friday and Sunday. Alcove is a wine bar that is essentially 1 block from where I live.
Oh, you were toe up
Is
on
that
the
the one
float.
in Uptown?
Yes, it's State Thomas.
Okay.
It's
yeah,
around the
next,
corner from State Allen.
State Allen. Yes,
yeah.
yes.
Yeah, so I go there mostly every Friday.
I've been there before. Yes.
It's just become my thing. I get super spoiled there by like all of the regulars, which I guess now after 6 months, I guess I'm a regular now.
Yeah,
'cause
you're a
they're-
regular.
They expect
that's
me.
That's what happens.
And then if I go missing, they think I died. It's a whole thing.
You can be a regular if you show up twice in the same week. That's regular.
If they start knowing your drink order before you order it, you're regular.
Well,
That's true.
see, here's the thing about wine, though. Wine, you don't always want the same wine.
I don't always want the same beer.
Yeah, so this.
That's not true.
That is true. That isn't true.
I'm just going to say, as a wine girly, like, there are days where usually I'm only going to drink red wine when the sun's down. If I drink red wine during the day, I'm probably going to get sick, and that's not fun. Then,
you're not a farmer. You need to have a nighttime.
And
You're
then,
not a farmer. You don't believe in daylight
as soon as
savings time.
March 21st hit, I go from drinking white wine or Prosecco during the day to rosé, because I feel like rosé is so springy.
That's true.
And then the next thing I know is I drink an entire bottle of rosé while I'm waiting for him to come back from happy hour.
Oh.
So
y'all are lined up by the
we
time
are ready
it's-
to go.
You're on the same level.
Yeah. So it's a mess.
like
You
it.
can get like dry rosés. Rosé is pretty
Yeah,
versatile.
I do prefer the drier rosés.
Yeah?
I
Are you
don't
a
like sweet
still
wines.
or sparkly kind of gal?
I am sparkly.
Yeah, you
Think
are.
about it. Just think about it.
That
Right.
tracks, actually. Yeah, that makes sense.
And then one more spot I hit this weekend that I liked a lot, that I only recently started going to, was Avenue on Greenville.
Okay.
Avenue Sports Bar. So they open up all the garages, so you get
Oh,
that
cool.
inside-outside
Right next to
feeling.
Snuffers, right?
Yeah, across from Snuffers.
Yeah.
Or where Snuffers used to be. I think it's something else now, right?
What?
On Greenville? Maybe Snuffers is still
I
there.
think
Oh, is
Snuffers
it
still
what,
there.
what used to be like Bluefin or any of that?
Yeah, close to where Bluefin was.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah.
Hey, any non-Dallas natives? Sorry to keep you in the dark.
Just shouting out all these bars. But yeah.
That's right.
All this. Well, when March Madness is on, like, essentially we'd watch a game at every bar. So
Yeah,
the
you gotta
game
go
would
to
end,
where
we'd
the
change
TVs are.
bars. So that's what
Yeah.
we were doing. It was fun. What about you, Brandon? What did you do this weekend?
So Saturday, we had
Oh,
a game
yeah.
night at my
Ooh.
friend's house. So we're older now. So
I
the
do
bar
love a good game
hopping
night.
like y'all do. I'm out. I've aged out. Not really. I will still partake in that occasionally. But this weekend happened to be game night. So we went over to my friend's house and played some board games. Played some Phase 10.
Phase 10.
Played the new Survivor game because what's up? It's awesome.
Okay.
Pretty fun.
And made by the people that make Exploding Kittens. So it's similar to that.
Okay, gotcha.
It's
And
the oatmeal, right?
we
Isn't
started a new rule. What'd you say?
that- the oatmeal, and that who put that together?
I have no idea.
It was a comic book before it was
It literally
a game.
says made by Exploding Kittens.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah. So made a new rule that the winner of a game gets to wear the Kapowski belt, which I introduced last time I was on.
I've
Nice.
heard so much about this
Yeah.
belt, and that's the one thing I'm sad about
Yeah.
missing that episode.
Yeah. And they get to drink out of the dragon goblet that I have that I bought at Medieval Times.
There you
It's pretty
go.
awesome.
Wow. Shout out Medieval Times.
I
and
know,
They're
right?
still chanting Fire Nico over there.
Yeah. So that became the objective, is not just to win a game, but now you get to take a photo with the belt and the goblet, and it became a thing. People wanted it.
How many people attend your game nights?
This one was pretty small. We only had about 6.
That's still a good number.
Yeah.
6 is perfect. You
yeah.
can play every game.
In the winter, we did game nights too. We did Mario Party. That was the big
Oh,
game.
yes.
Oh, big
Mario
time.
Party gets very competitive in our house, like a little too competitive.
Who's your main?
It is Bowser Jr. only because in the game they refer to him as Your Highness, and I'm like, this needs to be my day-to-day life.
I'm
You're like,
a
I'm claiming
big
that
B
nickname.
kind of guy. I like a big Bowser.
Big Bowser.
He's got that tin dice. That's the one I like.
I haven't played Mario Party.
Oh, well, then it's settled. You are coming over for Mario Party
Okay.
night.
I'll bring the
Because-
belt and the goblet.
Done.
Yeah.
Done. I'm in. I mean, we're a
Perfect.
wrestling household, so the belt thing.
I am also a wrestling household.
I'll post this on social media.
Yes,
but that was
please.
yeah, that was
Oh, yeah.
him. You can see
I just love the way you're holding it too.
Kelly Kapowski.
Well, hang on, let me.
I was like, it's your phone background.
It's not, but this is with the goblet in hand.
You are king of the world.
My friend Haley won one.
That's the way to do it, man. Don't worry, Internet. I'll post it on social media.
I
you can
need
see
the
it.
goblet. I need
The
the
goblet's
goblet.
pretty awesome.
I have
Yeah.
a weird thing about belts, but goblet, I'm all in.
Yeah, you're a fighter, and belts like kind of your deal.
Right. So I train at Fortis MMA, and I have this thing that I will never wear a belt unless I earn it. Like, actually earn it. Like, I would have to scrap with someone. So,
Or
like,
win a game.
maybe that counts, but I feel like Coach Safe would be unhappy with me. So I'm not going to do that, even though I am retired now.
Okay.
But yeah, sounds like, everybody had a good time, and the big thing sports-wise taking place this weekend was March Madness, and Tanner and I have our brackets,
Bruh.
hot messes, who knows.
Well, I just picked mine on vibes. I'm not a very educated
I'm not
sports
either.
person.
And so I'm an SMU fan. Disclosure, like I went to SMU,
Yep.
and with SMU not being involved, and they actually got eliminated from the NIT yesterday
Oh, no.
Uh-oh.
by Oklahoma State of all schools.
They didn't even win the baby tournament.
I know, and they were a 1 seed. Anyway, I can talk about them all day, but because I wasn't watching a lot of like high level basketball throughout the season, if you will, in the ACC, which is kind of surprising with outside of Duke, obviously. I just didn't know, and I also picked off of vibes, and man, my bracket is busted.
Well, from what
Now,
I
wait a
understand,
second.
Huh.
You said you were in the top 94 percentile.
women's bracket.
For women.
Oh.
I was
I mean,
starting
that's
with
still
men.
brackets.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, so I get women's
I can't
sports.
name one team in it, though.
You don't like
TCU.
the game. You
Oh, yeah,
literally
TCU.
came at me with TCU.
TCU, I did hear about that. I did hear Paige Bucket.
Yeah, Paige Buckets, UConn. The Gamecocks.
Hey.
We love a good Gamecock.
Yeah.
Gamecock
But from what I
ladies.
understand happened with this tournament,
Ladycocks.
this men's tournament,
Sorry, I'm so sorry.
was had you just picked the better seeds, you would probably be winning because they stayed to the chalk this time.
Not
Did it.
necessarily. Fucking.
Arkansas.
That's what I was gonna say. Arkansas is currently the Cinderella for me. I don't know.
Yeah.
Well,
Jerry Jones is happy about it.
Sweet pig.
Oh my God, the kid. So when we were at Avenue, it was a Arkansas watch party.
Oh, that sounds
Okay.
awful. That
Oh,
sounds
no.
miserable.
I am glad I
Sorry,
don't have to
Arkansas
explain it
fans,
more.
But that sounds like
Walmart feet running
The
around
worst.
this thing.
Not the
gross.
Walmart feet.
pig suey.
Oh my God.
Suey.
It was too much. Steven and I were very overwhelmed. We were
Yeah,
like,
go to a different bar.
Yeah,
Yep.
we need to
It's
leave.
time to go.
We need to leave. But he's supporting the Johnnies, and they play at MSG, whole thing, and he was just not having it. It's fine. But, my bracket's busted because of Arkansas.
I can't even tell you why mine is busted because I'm not educated enough.
You're not educated enough. There's nothing that stood out to you being like, oh, my God, I can't believe X team won.
You have St. John's
No.
going to the Final Four.
I did have St. John's in the Final Four. Oh, you're talking
That's
about.
probably why it's busted.
Ole Miss beat Baylor, so I'm out. LSU beat Florida State. I'm out of that one. It's just trash all around.
It's all trash. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to these Sweet 16 matchups that are going to take place starting, I think, Thursday. Florida, Maryland's a good one to keep your eye on. Texas Tech, Arkansas is a good one to watch. Duke, Arizona is a good
Getting
one.
off like Duke lacrosse. Sorry.
Full disclosure, I am a Michigan fan.
Okay.
So
I'm so
kinda
sorry.
happy that they're still in it, but I have watched 0 seconds.
I mean, you're going to have to play Auburn, so I'm so sorry.
Yeah. It is what it is.
But we're getting to the meat of the tournament. But I think when you look at the seed numbers, Arkansas has the highest remaining seed at a 10 seed. So that's your Cinderella, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, you think so?
Well, I mean,
Mathematically speaking, I think that's how it works.
yeah, it's not much thinking involved. It's
That's
literally
true.
facts.
Yeah. Well,
You can always tell when I don't know something where I'm like, oh yeah, that's what you think?
I mean, another high seed in here is BYU at 6, but
Yeah, 6 is.
and Ole Miss is also a 6.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, it stayed pretty much chalk.
yeah, it's very predictable. And you know what? That's how I did my women's bracket. Honestly, I stayed pretty chalk with my picks there. Just remind everybody out there, I know I said it on last week's episode, but I did pick the Gamecocks to repeat as champions. Dawn Staley, best women's coach ever outside of Her Highness Pat Summitt. So
I believe you.
I am interested in that. Like you said, with the Wings having the number 1 overall pick, we all got an extra eye on Paige Beckers and the UConn team. Not nearly as touted as they normally are around this time of the year, but Paige doing Paige things. Happy for her.
I think it's 25 days until the draft.
Yeah, it's literally, is it
It's
the
like a
14th
week
or the
after.
19th? Something like
yeah,
that.
Yeah, so like less than a month before she's like the best basketball player in Dallas.
Hey.
Okay,
Now
okay.
that Luka's gone.
I need you to pull that back. There
Hey,
is
aren't you like pro women's sports? That's a big compliment.
Enrique. You are overlooking Enrique. Enrique
Oh.
has been the
Iglesias?
star of Enrique, not
No.
Enrique. Enrique has been the Dallas Wings' best player for the last God knows how long. She
Yeah.
came out of Notre Dame. She is her playing style is very similar to Luka. She's got a nasty step back three.
I love it.
She
I
throws
need to
her
watch.
body around in the lane. She's really great to watch. She's All-Star MVP, I think 2 seasons ago.
Sweet.
Usually finishes top 3 in scoring. I need you to put a little bit of respect on this woman's name.
Okay, done.
Wow,
Done.
that
Respect.
was
That was very
super
easy.
aggressive. I am so sorry.
No, you can. It's fine.
But yes,
That's fine.
I would say
You
now that
bullied me a little
Luka
bit,
is
but that's
traded,
okay.
Arike is the best basketball player in Dallas. Paige will be a rookie. She will get there. But learning alongside Arike, both of them being guards, I think that's going to be a great match made in heaven right there.
Yeah, if the Wings take her, by the way.
If the Wings take her. And that's the other reason why the women's tournament is so interesting, because you would want to see who pops off from maybe UCLA. UCLA is such a great team with a lot of powerful women on it. Notre Dame's another school.
Doesn't Reggie Miller's sister play there?
Cheryl Miller?
Yeah.
Is she a coach or something?
No, I mean, didn't she go there like in the 80s?
Oh, probably. I was like, Cheryl
Literally
Miller's
all I
a
know.
commentator. What?
That's all I know.
She double duty.
Yeah.
Who knows? But yeah, I mean, and then like you said, the TCU women are really hitting their stride. Haley Van Lith is probably one of the biggest stars in women's basketball right now. She could totally be a like first round steal. Maybe her draft stock will go up throughout this tournament.
Okay.
A lot of people didn't like her coming into this season because of how poorly she performed for LSU in the championship games last year, and it was a whole thing, and it ended up like sending her into this huge depressive spiral. And she actually did an interview this week about how coming to TCU was really good for her mental health and how she really feels like she fits in here and that she's really been able to play her best basketball. And this is
awesome.
her 3rd college team, by the way, because NIL and transfer portal are just fucking crazy.
Nobody knows how that works.
NCAA hasn't figured that out yet. There's still some kinks to work out, but
I
we'll
know.
deal with it.
Did y'all know the transfer portal for basketball opens this week?
Yeah.
How fucking crazy is that? You're in the middle of the tournament. You can fucking put in your transfer papers right now.
Yeah, because I think Scottie Pippen's son did for Michigan, right? And now they're like, well, are we going to play you? Like, if you're not going to be here next year,
Yeah.
why would we even play you? So I don't know. That is tricky.
I don't even pretend to know.
Yep. It's
How about
insane.
men's, though?
How about men's what? We
Cooper
started
Flagg,
with
that's the only person I know.
Yeah?
You know, I was actually having this conversation yesterday. I was getting my hair done, and they put on sports when I get my hair done because it's me.
Yeah, man. They want
They
to
know
give you
you.
the
They know
full
they're gonna-
experience.
You're a regular there as well.
Well, being a regular at one of my best friend's houses when she cuts my hair is great. But literally, she'll do my hair, and her husband will sit on the couch, and we'll just be talking sports the entire time. It's like the best experience when getting your hair done.
Precious moments.
But anyway, I was telling him, I was like, even with the draft coming up and March Madness in full swing, I can't name anybody outside of Cooper Flagg.
Cooper Flagg.
And I
that's all
keep
got.
calling him the Great White Hype Part 2.
Damn. You're right. You're right.
We're going to find out. I mean, I'm glad to see that he's moving around well after the injury in the ACC tournament. I got really nervous for him.
I was actually watching that game at a bar somewhere, and I saw them rolling, like, wheelchairing him back, and I was like, uh-oh, is he, like,
I thought
out?
he was done.
Yeah, like, done, but apparently he's okay.
Is
Because
there?
I've literally watched 0 seconds of college basketball until the tournament.
It's the only time to watch. It's so much to keep up with. I mean, the tournament itself is 68 teams.
Yeah.
I
And
don't even
unless-
start until Sweet 16.
Well, I've said this for years, not just this year, that the best thing about college basketball is actually the worst thing. It hurts it the worst is the tournament because it's a perfect event. Like, it's so well done, 68 teams, and it's just, you get locked in with the betting and just the Cinderellas and all of that, but it makes the regular season almost pointless. It makes the regular season so, like, well, if you can't be one of the 68 best, why would I even care?
Right?
Yeah, but I think like the regular season, because of the way the conferences are split, is kind of like the issue that football's about to have. It's gonna be. It's a lot of strength of schedule. It's a lot of like, who do you play out of conference? Like, all of it actually matters. I mean, you think about these top teams. If they have more than 2 or 3 losses, they're not going to be a top seed, and being a top seed is crucial in this tournament.
Yeah, so that's kind of my point. It's like, if you're not good enough to get that, what's the point in even watching it?
Unless you're very tied to a school, like some of us here.
There's a lot of people tied.
And
No,
like you think
sure
about
thing.
Dallas alone, you go to all these bars. Like I said, there was an Arkansas watch party. UT has historically been great, not this season for the men, but the women are a 1 seed. TCU, you've got A&M and Tech. Tech is really fucking good.
So many Texas schools that just gravitate here.
Yep.
Like you go to a city like Cleveland or something that's all Ohio State. Like that's
Oh,
all you
yeah.
got. Like maybe some Ohio, like
Akron
Miami
Zips.
of Ohio. Yeah, like a little bit, right? But it's all Ohio State.
Yeah.
But here, Texas, there's A&M, there's Tech, there's TCU, there's SMU.
Let's go
Just
Rice.
a big Rice. Yeah, there's some Rice. There's
Those
some Houston.
nerds, we love them.
Yeah.
But
I
then you
didn't go
also
to
get,
Rice.
like,
I went to Southern
Oklahoma and
Miss,
Arkansas
so.
too. So
Yeah, people care. Do you guys have any hot takes for Sweet 16 and Elite 8 weekend?
Hell no, man. If I
Go
break
blue.
30%,
That's all I got.
Does Arkansas continue their run?
I don't even know who they're playing next.
I'm going to tell you because I looked at it and then it left my brain because it's Monday and Mondays are hard. Tech. They play Tech. What is
Well-
this?
This is the OMGFixit.com
Thank you.
Thank you.
sponsored shot.
Oh, my God.
Well, I have a buddy that's a big Red Raider fan, so I will go with the Red Raiders.
Wreck 'em.
Get your
Wreck 'em.
guns
Get your guns up.
Yeah, Brandon.
Yeah.
Isn't that your favorite? You love it so much when they go, get your guns.
They're not annoying at all.
No way. Get your guns. It's like when somebody looks you in the face and they go, boomer.
Isn't the Red
Yeah, that's
Raider
pretty
a
bad.
lady now?
What?
The lady, Red Raider, like that runs out on the field on a horse, it's a lady now. It's not a man.
Oh, I
Hot.
have no idea.
Sex sells.
Yeah.
Congratulations. Equality. National Women's Month or
But
International
to be
Women's Month.
fair, Get Your Guns Up is just as annoying as Hook 'em, just
Oh,
as
yeah.
annoying as Gig 'em,
Boomer.
Boomer.
You know what's
They're
cute,
all
though?
annoying.
You know what's
Yeah,
a cute
yeah.
one? Pony up, bitches.
Nope, it is not. It's just as annoying.
Southern Miss to the top. Just me.
Eat 'em up, Lions. Eat 'em up.
I like eat 'em up lions. That's a good one.
Oh, we totally left Baylor out of this discussion, and I wonder why.
Bear Child.
Bear child.
Sick on Bears, right? That's it?
Yeah,
I
I
don't
think
know.
so.
And then, obviously,
TCU.
Houston. What do they do? Go Cougs?
I couldn't tell you.
No idea.
No, I'm
That looked
telling
like
you.
the shocker to
Yeah,
me.
I am telling you what it is. That's what they do. As someone who grew up in Houston, I
The
know it's not
shocker?
what. And they're the number 1 seed. They're number 1 seed in the tournament. Why are you being like this?
Oh, my bad. Again, picked it on vibes.
Picked up all vibes.
That's right. I don't know anything about college basketball.
Well, I'm going to root for Arkansas just because I like rooting for chaos. But I do expect Duke to continue doing Duke things.
Duke is the most picked champion in the ESPN brackets.
I picked Houston, so I'm still on the Cougars.
I picked TCU.
For women or men?
Both.
Oh, you picked TCU for both?
I think so.
TCU men are not in it.
Yeah, I don't think
well,
you picked them for the men.
No, then I didn't pick it for the men. I don't know.
Tanner's like, I don't know which
I'm
way
a
is
sports
up right
personality.
You're doing great over there, buddy.
Oh, man, I'm having a real tough time.
Oh, goodness. And for Tanner, I'm going to switch gears here.
Oh, thank God.
He's struggling.
Behind me right now, the Mavs are playing the Nets. And like I said, it is Monday night. And the big news that has dropped is that Anthony Davis is playing tonight after a little stint with the Texas Legends. Can
What?
even like be normal when I say that.
What happened there? Did they just need to make sure he was field
Yeah, I
worthy?
think it was
like,
similar to like a baseball rehab start, right?
Okay,
Like I think they were
Which is
just
fine. But
Yeah, I'm fine with
the
that.
question is, why? Why? We're not even the 10th seed anymore. Now we're at 11.
Yeah, I
We
mean,
are depleted. Derek Lively and Daniel Gafford are not suited up for this game. Just Anthony Davis is.
yeah, I think
And I'm pointing this way because there's a TV
they
over
have
here.
to look at like the Suns, who they're battling for that 10th seed. Their schedule is brutal.
Really?
Like, yeah, the Suns literally play every top team in the league the rest of the year. No layups. Like they're probably not going to win many.
Can we talk about how disappointing the Suns season has been? I mean, you literally have
Okay.
Devin Booker, Kevin Durant, and Bradley Beal on one team, and they just couldn't get it together.
So we're about to get into Luka. and I don't really want to because, again, I'm going to think about it every day for the rest of my life, and I'll be sad. But I literally watched him destroy 2 franchises. One of them was the Suns.
Yeah.
Like, they have not rebounded since that Western Conference Finals.
Absolutely.
Like, he destroyed. Devin Booker has nightmares about Luka. Like, I promise you, Rudy Gobert wakes up in the middle of the night thinking about Luka. They won't admit it. They hate him. Like, the Timberwolves and the Suns were destroyed by him.
Oh, yeah. Definitely.
And
I mean, the
neither team
Timberwolves traded Cat because of him.
100%. And they haven't rebounded. Like, Oklahoma City they lost, but I think they'll be fine.
They're
Shea's
young.
pretty good.
They got short-term memories.
So he didn't destroy that franchise, but he literally destroyed 2 other ones. And the Suns haven't rebounded. So they're bad. They're very bad.
Well, anyway, just taking a peek at what's going on in this game. And I know the second I look, they're like, let's run a commercial. But it seems like Anthony Davis has not gotten hurt yet.
It's not halftime, so that's good.
Game ain't over yet either.
They're up 13. It's about 2 minutes to halftime.
Yep. They're looking pretty good. I think Anthony Davis started the game with a dunk.
Yes, he did.
And I think he's putting up some good numbers. I mean,
Are
again,
you as a Mavericks fan okay?
I'm a Laker fan now.
Oh, okay.
I'm just kidding.
Wow.
I'm joking. I'm
Woo!
joking.
No, you don't. You have a Luka Laker.
Yeah, you've got a
jersey in
gold
the mail.
It's on
Luka
its
jersey.
way. It's on its way.
Tanner, as a Mavericks fan, are you okay with them bringing back Anthony Davis from injury with literally 12 to 14 games left in the season?
I feel like it's a stopgap to keep people from selling their season tickets.
I actually
feel
agree with that sports point, Tanner.
But I feel like it's already happened. Like, what's done is done. A lot of those season
but
ticket
now they're
holders
in
put their
damage
stuff.
control. Now they're like, okay, we can't open a casino. Also, we can't really move them to Vegas right now. We have to look like we're trying. And they're just going to be like, whatever. And obviously, the front office is no diddly squad. I was going to say some really nasty words.
You could have said a nasty
I
word.
should've.
We're PG on this
Next
podcast.
time.
No, we're not. I swear. I'm the worst.
No, I actually heard that it's fine to curse.
That's right. Fuck them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, man, you know, it just feels like oh, no, guys, we're actually doing everything we can. And it's bullshit. I'm on
Bullshit.
to you.
I do think it is a little bit to appease the fans a little bit. Damage. You're right. Damage has been done. I don't think.
I think the people that
It's the
are
asteroid
gonna
that killed the dinosaurs.
But I'm
That's
gonna
like
say this.
how big of a problem this is.
the people that were going to sell their tickets or give up their season tickets already have done it.
Yeah.
It's already been done.
So
At this point, you're just trying to get anybody in that stadium to watch the games.
Get people hype about
So
AD,
let me rephrase.
like-
Do I think that's the reason they're doing it? Is it going to work? Is a different thing, right? Like I don't know if
I think
it's
their
going to work.
last sellout for the season is going to be when Luka returns.
And drops 80. Yeah.
That's your shot take. That is it. I've decided this right here, right now.
80's
This
a
is your
hefty
shot
number.
take. Luka drops 80 in his return to Dallas. If you
we
are
get-
wrong, you are coming back here, and we are doing a shot the following Monday. Amen.
Oh, okay, deal. I'll do that. 80 is a hefty number. I don't know if he'll do
The
that.
shot?
but I think it would be funny.
Why? Why do you always do that?
Because it's gross.
It's not gross.
So gross.
Rumpelmilk is the worst.
Yeah, no.
Well, it's the second worst. I won't tell you what the worst is because you'll make me drink
It's
it.
Malort. Everybody knows.
That is also bad, but that's not what
No,
I'm talking
you will
about.
get to pick your own shot. Do not listen to this
No.
one.
I'm
The
going
one
to
I'm
make you
talking
take a
about is-
hobble gobble.
No, Jaeger is the worst.
Oh, I love
Oh,
Jaeger.
Jaeger.
I could do Jaeger.
It's
I could
awful.
do Jaeger.
It's
The
awful.
finest German Amaro.
I have
Oh my
aged
God.
out of Jaeger.
I also have
Which
aged
is
out of
funny
Jaeger, but if I have
because-
to, I will.
It's an old man's drink.
No. Like, even if she's very attractive and the girl I'm flirting with wants me to take Jaeger, I won't do it.
Wow.
Like, Rumpelmints, I probably would if she's hot enough.
That is big talk for Brandon.
I am
Hot chick
learning
says
things.
she wants me to take Jaeger. Nah, I ain't buying it.
See,
Rumpelmints,
buying
I'd
it.
probably do it.
Yeah,
See,
you would.
Being a woman, you just twirl your hair and you say, I don't do tequila. And then they're like, oh, what do you want instead? Lemon drop, white tea, green tea.
Those are all girl shots.
Well, those are all better
That's
than
what I'm
tequila.
saying. It's being a girl. I don't get judged
Hey,
for
speaking of
turning down
shots.
things.
Oh,
This
yeah.
shot
Nice
brought to
segue.
you by OMGFixit.com. These are on me, guys.
All
Thank
right.
you, Tanner.
Thanks,
Also,
OMG.
come see karaoke here every Wednesday.
That was disgusting.
It wasn't Jaeger.
It wasn't.
I don't mind it. I literally love that stuff.
Fireball.
A fireball is what I tell people to shoot when you don't want to be super drunk. You just
Unless
want
you
a
do
little
too
more.
many of them.
That's usually
but
like
if you do like a
Jameson for
bunch
me.
if you do a bunch of rumplements, now you have a problem. Because
I was
it's
going
like,
to say, you can buy Fireball at the grocery store.
Yeah.
for sure.
Rumple's a little.
Because it's a fortified wine now. It's
Yes,
not
it
a
is.
whiskey.
Whiskey, not a Canadian whiskey.
Whiskey.
My shooting whiskey is probably JMO.
Me too.
Yeah. My mixing whiskey is Makers.
You're like a whiskey
Makers is
guy,
really
though.
good.
You
Yeah.
collect a bunch of whiskey.
You
Yeah.
do? That's some
I went through a
invaluable
phase.
knowledge.
I went through a phase about 2 years ago where I was buying a lot of whiskeys and like whiskey hunting. I would go to Specs or Total Wine and be like, oh, these just dropped today. I'm spending way too much money. It's embarrassing to admit how much I spent sometimes on whiskey that's just still sitting at my apartment.
Nobody's
Uncracked.
drinking it.
It's a
Uncracked.
collection.
Yeah, like in this shelf that's just very
It's-
pretty to look at.
Yep, a decoration.
Now it's baseball cards.
Now it's baseball cards. My hobby is pivoted
Oh,
to
well,
a
here, let me
more
update
expensive,
the ticker.
more expensive hobby that I spend way too much money on. But I did just buy the first Laker Luka card,
That's insane.
and I bought a nice Otani. That was really cool.
So
Yeah.
as a collector, are you collecting these for yourself in like with the intention of selling one day or handing down to your kids? Like, what is your plan with baseball cards?
Well, I don't think there's resale anytime soon. Like I've made up my mind that I'm like, I don't want to spend too much and just be like, oh, this is an investment. It's more of pick a price point that I'm okay with because it's my card that I'm just going to keep because I like it.
Yeah.
Right? So there's no resale. It's just me pick a player and I want an autograph card of his and I'll get it. But I can't spend too much on it or I'll get sad.
Okay, excuse my naivety with this stuff. So I know like Pokemon cards are a big deal, and you want to collect like maybe a certain group of them.
Got to catch them all.
Gotta
Right.
catch 'em all.
Some people just want like, you know, all the different evolutions of one Pokemon, or someone wants all the rare dragons or something like that. Are baseball cards like that? Do you want to collect like a full team?
Yeah, so some people do different things, right? Because there's so many cards out there. Like my buddy Josh decided he wanted to get every 2024 Corey Seager. And
That's a
he
hard haul.
underestimated how many there were.
I was gonna say, do they produce so many for one season?
So many.
I'm learning so
Yeah.
many things.
And it would surprise you on like price points for certain players. Like Corey Seager, one of the top players in Major League Baseball, it doesn't really resell that well. But like an Otani, you can't find an autographed Otani for less than like $2,000.
I believe it. I feel like baseball, you've got like your handful of players right now at least that are just like your mega stars, and then everybody else.
Yeah. Yeah, and Luka's that way in basketball. So like for basketball cards, you can't find an autographed Luka for less than $1,500, $1,200 maybe.
And how do you go about finding these cards? Because I'm sure you're not rolling up to Target and just ripping open a pack and praying.
I have. That's a big waste of money. Don't do that. Don't do that because not only are you wasting money, now it's just taking up space with a bunch of base cards that are worth a penny.
Yeah.
Which my entire island is just covered with.
I can
I'm like, I don't
imagine.
need any of these. I got to pay people to take them.
Yeah. Yeah.
But there's a lot of groups on Facebook, and they sell cards, right? Like, do claim sales and stuff.
Okay.
And
I
then
mean, you've
eBay.
been on the internet. You've seen people where they just open packs
Yeah.
Oh no, I know that's, but I don't
all
know.
day.
But I don't know the specifics. I've never actually talked to someone
Yeah.
who collects
Oh, that's
cards
fair.
like that.
Yeah.
Because like Steven collects a lot of like Pokemon stuff in general. That's why I relate everything to Pokemon.
Man, way to out him.
But he does. He's very proud. He's like
He's not embarrassed.
nationally ranked in the game. Like he's
Oh,
fine.
Yeah. It's impressive.
But he doesn't collect Pokemon cards, for example. So that's why I have so many questions.
Yeah,
I see,
but
I see.
there's Facebook groups that do breaks and stuff where so you can buy like the Rangers. Like they'll announce we're gonna do this break of this new set, and then you can buy the Rangers for $300 if there's a good player in there, and then they'll break a case, and any Ranger player you get, like it's your card.
Okay.
So you're kind of rooting for like a White Linkford auto, or if you buy the Reds, you want an Ellie auto,
Okay.
or
Gotcha.
the Dodgers definitely Otani, right?
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
Is there-
But the Dodgers probably cost the most, right? Because
Yeah, yeah.
the
Oh,
return
because-
on investment
yeah.
is the most.
World Series champs over here.
Yeah.
Is there, for your entire baseball spectrum of life, not just this season, is there one card that you would like murder somebody for?
Yikes.
Yeah, so this
I feel like that's a valid question.
No, it is, because there's some things that are awesome. Like, they just had the Tokyo series, last week. They're releasing a 1-of-1 triple auto of Ohtani, Yamamoto, Roki Sasaki.
Holy
And I'm like,
mackerel.
I really want that. But I think the biggest is last year, one of the top sets did 2 1-of-1s. I know that sounds weird, but one is batting and one's pitching, where it's a dual auto of Ohtani and Babe Ruth.
Wow.
One's batting, one's pitching, so they're both 1-of-1. I would really like to have that card.
Holy
Either one of
mackerel.
them.
Yeah,
That sounds amazing.
that's
Yeah.
probably, what, 5 figures, I would just say?
7. The Paul Skeens just sold for the Paul.
7 figures?
Yeah, the Paul Skeens debut patch just
are we
sold
doing?
for
We are not
1.1
in the
million.
right business.
Well, we're a baseball card channel
Yeah.
now. What are we doing?
So what Topps does, this is actually pretty cool. When a player makes their MLB debut for their first game ever, they have a little patch on their jersey right here that says MLB debut.
Yeah.
After the game, they cut that out and they put it in a card. And then they sign the card like it's an auto. So it's their debut patch auto. So last year, Paul Skeens had one.
Oh, boy, that's
The
what the
Pirates put a bounty on it and said, whoever pulls this will give you 30 years of season tickets behind home plate, 2 Paul Skeens auto jerseys, a day where you get to play a softball game at PNC Park, a tour, you get to go down to spring training for the whole spring training, go to every game, stuff like that, right?
Wow.
Livy Dunn,
I
Paul
was
Skeens.
just about to ask you. That's Livy Dunn's.
Yes, she
Okay.
actually chimed in and said, I'll one-up it. Like, you even get to spend a game in my suite with me, right? Like, so it's a pretty good deal.
Damn.
An 11-year-old in California pulled it on Christmas. I think he
hell
pulled
yeah.
it Christmas Day. And he said, no. And he
Good boy.
and he put it on. First off, the box that came in was like $1,000 per box. Wow. Yeah. So
Way to go, Dad.
I don't know what 11-year-old is buying that, but I'm not swimming in those waters.
Yeah.
I'm too
wow.
broke.
But he just put it up for auction, and it sold last week for $1.1 million.
Holy moly.
See? Yes,
Yeah.
that's what you should do. Yeah.
Oh
I'm telling
my
you, it's the most
God.
expensive hobby ever.
I had no idea.
I hate every second of it, but I'm addicted. It's like heroin.
This is like one of the first conversations I'm having with you when you walk into this bar, and I'm just like, wait, people still collect baseball cards? Now
It's
I know
surprising.
why.
It is surprising, but it's actually pretty
Man, all
fun.
the cards are insane. I'm a Magic the Gathering guy. I used to be. I'm not anymore.
I don't know what that is.
It's a playable card game.
Okay.
Yeah.
But it has the same situation. You just have whole communities of people just opening packs to see what comes out of them,
Yeah.
and then they sell them, or they get views on Twitch or whatever the hell.
It's
yeah,
a
I
money-making
see.
scheme.
I've seen the
Pokemon's the same way. You've
the
seen those
reels.
guys.
Yeah, I've been. Should I open it or should I keep it sealed? That
Right.
was the one I always hear.
Gotta catch 'em all, Pokemon.
No, but
That
it's
song
a fun
rocks.
hobby that you should not get involved in.
No, it's okay.
No.
I have a lot of expensive hobbies. I don't need another one.
For
Yeah.
sure. Drinking's my favorite.
Drink. I was gonna
Also
say.
expensive. Also expensive.
Also
This is expensive.
expensive.
This whole setup is expensive.
Yeah.
True that. Podcasting.
I think everything's expensive. Like you're just spending money everywhere.
But anyway,
That's how I justify
since
it.
we're talking about baseball, as you can see, we all coordinated and wore
I got
Rangers
my
gear
gold.
today. I got my powder blue, and he's got the punch.
That's right. Never forget.
Never ever forget. You know, I used to
Take
have.
that, Joey Bats.
I used to have
Joey
like
Bats.
the dopest shirt where they had like the picture of it on it, like a graphic T-shirt. I don't know where it went. I'm gonna blame one of my ex-boyfriends for stealing it because it was a dope as fuck shirt.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
I
anyway,
remember where I was that day. I was not at the ballpark. I was actually at North Park Mall. Just got out of a movie, and I looked at my phone, and I'm like, what the hell happened in the Ranger game?
it was it wasn't a playoff game.
It wasn't a playoff.
But wasn't it a day game or
I think
something?
it was
It was
Mother's
a day
Day.
game.
That's what it was. It was a day game because I
It
think
was a Sunday.
I was watching it live,
Yeah.
which is very rare to be watching a May game
Yeah.
on TV like
Yeah.
that, willy-nilly, right?
Yeah. But
and
that
I-
was...
That was the beginning of my MMA journey too, and I was like, "Oh, he just threw it right."
Rognet Odor made you want to fight people?
No, I'd already started doing MMA.
Oh, okay.
So I was like analyzing the technique and like breaking down the fighting
It was
component
a
of
perfect connection. Just
it. I was
beautiful.
like, "Look where his toes are pointing, right at him."
so good.
I mean, I'm totally on board with him punching him, but to be honest, that bat flip was pretty sweet. Like, he hit a home run in the playoffs. Like, I'm a firm believer that if you're going to do something cool like that, you should be able to, like, showboat, right? And even though it's against my team, I still appreciate what he did. It was pretty cool.
No, baseball.
I remember you at an earlier time in our lives.
Yeah.
Where you were like, fuck that guy, fuck this shit, this is bullshit, that guy's got it coming.
I get hot sometimes. I yell at refs. I run hot sometimes.
And this is how my MMA career started.
Now you're like, I don't know, I guess he's pretty cool.
Yeah.
No, I'm actually like really into baseball fights only because of like those secret unsaid rules of baseball.
Oh yeah.
There's some stupid ones.
They're so stupid.
Don't walk on the pitcher's mound when you're going back to the dugout. Like, that's a thing. Like, people get mad.
But I love it. I love seeing the benches clear. I love seeing the managers get into it. Like,
swinging on 0-3.
Outside of hockey.
Yeah.
3-0.
Yeah, stealing when you're up 7. Like, people get mad at this stuff.
Right.
I was going to say, outside of hockey, those are such great fights.
Yeah.
But they're so dumb.
They're real
It
dumb.
is one of my uncontrollable bucket list items. Like, you can't control when you're going to go see a bench clearing brawl, right?
Right.
But I want to see one.
Yeah.
Like, I actually do have a couple on my bucket list that I've checked off. I've seen a cycle. I've actually seen 2, but
Nice.
and I saw a no-hitter once. So
Very cool.
yeah.
I'm very jealous.
In L.A., I went to the Tyler Skaggs game,
Okay.
which, remember, he's the pitcher, the Angels pitcher that passed away here
Yes.
in the hotel room.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
So then All-Star break happened, and I was in L.A. for work, and I went to the first Angels game back where they all wore his number, and they pitched a combined no-hitter.
That's magical.
Like, it was really cool.
That
like,
is
it was
cool.
really awesome. Unfortunately, I was pretty drunk by the end of it,
As you should be.
and I was kind of browning out, but I remember it. But
You know you were there.
I know I was there.
Okay. Since we're all Ranger fans, I'm going to ask this question before we get into nitty-gritty baseball things. Let's keep it fun for just 1 second.
Yeah.
Tell me your favorite drink and your favorite snack at Globe Life Field.
Oh, okay.
Well, this is different because I haven't been to Globe Life yet.
Okay, then you tell me at the ballpark.
There is the beer place that has the good beer that's like over there on, like, I think it's the first base side.
Yes, there was that bear stand.
And I got the Elvis Andrews boomstick one time,
Yeah.
which was awesome.
Yeah.
Delicious. And I split it with 2 other people, and I ate my whole foot.
Your foot.
My foot worth of this 3-foot-long hot dog with brisket and everything on it. Oh, dude, so good.
Sounds
so good.
incredible.
Oh. I tried to eat one of those. Me and Ryan Summer and Racist Persian Lawyer
Oh, yeah.
got...
Yo, what?
There's a whole story to that. But we went to the ballpark one time and got a boomstick and tried to eat that whole thing, and we could not.
Oh, it's so good.
So, abbreviated story on the Racist Persian Lawyer.
Yes, please. You
It's
can't
my
just
friend
say
Courtney,
that.
and she's a lawyer. She was in the process of passing the bar, right? But I was dating a girl that lived out of town, so it was a long distance thing. And she made me like a little gift basket because, you know, dumb puppy love stuff, right?
Yeah.
And she's the only person I've ever met that likes Peeps. Like, you know, the Easter
Ew.
marshmallow things.
Yeah.
But apparently they do a Halloween,
Yes, they do.
which are ghosts.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
So she put those on a something, right? And it kind of looked like KKK.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
no.
And Courtney was like,
I'm not KKK,
is
I'm
that
a scary
KKK
ghost."
things? And I was like, no, it's ghost. What are you, racist?
Not the
But she's
ghosts.
also Persian. So
Yeah. And
we
a
started
lawyer.
calling her RPL for Racist Persian Lawyer.
All of our friends have nicknames.
You know, you.
I
yeah.
got mine on my body. B-Team.
You're welcome.
Yeah. Yeah, thanks, Brandon. I got it because he talked me into it.
This is greatness. I am enjoying today's episode so much.
Yes.
Okay, so you've both had boomsticks.
Yes.
Any other ballpark call-outs for me?
Let me tell you what, the Philadelphia ballpark, I know it's not Globe Life.
That's fine.
But the Philadelphia ballpark has the Schmitter,
Yes.
which is so good that our friend Danielle and we had to make it at home. And I had to go to Jimmy's to get a specific salami
Love Jimmy's.
to make them work. And it is so good.
Will Jimmy's let us do it?
Yeah,
Yeah. Let's do it.
Because I need some sausage.
So Tanner's been on a couple of baseball trips with me, like to do some ballpark tours. We did Philly.
has gone to a game at every ballpark.
I have hit all 30, yes.
You are my hero. I am a third of the way.
Oh, that's a pretty good amount, by the way. Like 10 out of 30 is good. Most people do not have that.
Yes, that is my bucket list. Like,
Yeah.
I am dying to be able to do that.
It took me 10 years. The last one was Toronto right before COVID started, so 2019.
Okay.
I hit number 30. But Tanner went to Philly.
I did Philly, Washington, Baltimore,
and New York
New York.
Yankees.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, we did Yankees. We didn't do it Mets.
we didn't do Mets. We did Yankees.
All right, I'm going to ask you last then. Favorite ballpark you've ever been to?
Camden Yards.
Camden Yards.
Oh, Camden's so good.
It's so good.
Mine is...
Especially our situation. We were in the hotel across the street attached to Pickles Pub, and if anybody's ever been there, you know what I'm talking about.
Not the
It
Pickle.
was perfect.
Pickles
and
Pub's
it was
amazing.
the World Cup. Oh, dude, it was the best
It was a great trip. Except I
all
lost
time.
my wallet.
Except you lost your wallet.
And it's not fun to lose your wallet with your ID in it
Nope, I can't.
in the middle of a trip.
Nope.
That's
because you
awful.
have to fly back the next day
And
without
then you
a
got to worry
license.
about your broke friend being able to get us through it all.
Yeah, that was not fun.
No fun. No
You
fun at
guys
all.
are wild.
Yeah.
I will say my favorite ballpark to this point is Seattle.
Oh, I love it.
Seattle is beautiful. I had a great time out there. I went in 2018. I got to watch the sunset
Oh, that's awesome.
as the game started.
Boy.
And it was summer, so obviously it was beautiful there. So I
it's-
want to know what your favorite is.
Seattle is one of my favorite retractable roof stadiums for
Okay.
sure. Like it's one of the few that actually like ranks pretty good on the retractable roofs because I don't love them necessarily, but Seattle's is great. And if you think the Cowboy Stadium and the ballpark are close, Seattle's are literally like here to Alamo or closer, right?
Yep.
From where we are right now. It's like it's literally across the street.
That's like 200 feet.
Yeah. It might even be
there's
shorter than that.
There's a
Like,
lot of cities that have that, though, and I'm kind of jealous that it's
Yeah.
like...
No,
close
it's
like
like right there. It's the closest one, even closer in like Kansas City that's in the same parking lot.
Good to know. Fun facts
Yeah.
here.
Man.
So my favorite, we're getting an Amber Alert.
Oh, no. Amber
Yeah.
got in that car. Anyway.
The best one is probably San Francisco, right there on the water. It's cold though.
I believe it. San Fran gets real cold, and
we
they've got
went-
climate zones.
The first time I went, it was in June, and I underestimated how cold summer in San Francisco is
Oh,
because
yeah.
it was freezing.
Yeah.
But it was fun. It's a beautiful ballpark right there on the water. And then number 2 is an underrated ballpark, also on the water, PNC in Pittsburgh.
I've heard really great things about Pittsburgh.
It is beautiful. Like behind home plate, you see the yellow bridges, the rivers right there. If they get a shot, it can go into the river. Like it's more of a shot than like in San Francisco where they hit into the bay
Yeah.
semi-regularly. I think like 300 times.
Is that where they have the kayaks out
Yeah.
there getting the balls? Yeah.
Yeah, like in Pittsburgh, it has to be a monster shot, but it's doable. But PNC in Pittsburgh is so awesome. And then probably third is what Tanner said, Camden.
Oh, Camden.
I'll throw Minnesota also in there.
Love Minnesota.
I
Like,
really
it was fun.
loved the skylines that you can
Yeah.
see. If you're sitting behind home plate, you can see both the Twin Cities. You can see St. Paul and Minneapolis
Yeah.
at the same time. And I thought that was pretty cool.
Yep, Minnesota's really good. That is one I've only been to once, but it was fun.
All right, let me ask you the inverse question. I'm like 99% sure I know the answer to it, but I'm going to ask it anyway. Worst ballpark you've ever been to?
I knew you were going to ask that.
I mean, I have to.
Yeah. So, kind of going back to your previous question, I also don't rank Fenway and Wrigley in the best.
Okay.
They're nostalgic and they're awesome to go to, but they're not very comfortable. Like some of the outside bars and stuff are fun, but like Wrigleyville's awesome.
I love Wrigleyville.
Yeah.
Shout
But
out Wrigleyville. My God.
overall, they're not like the best ballparks. I recommend you going to them.
Only for like the historical aspect,
Exactly.
for sure.
But I'm also not going to say Oakland or Tampa
Okay.
because they're obviously the worst, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So now I'm really intrigued to hear what you got to say.
But the next one is probably Dodger Stadium, and I know that is such a probably hot sports opinion, and some people love it.
You hear that? Dodger Stadium sucks.
Because similar, I didn't know
yeah,
this
because
going
they're
in.
paying their players
Yeah, because they're going to be paying Ohtani till
till he dies.
2150. But he's worth it.
Oh, for sure. Easily.
Mark Followell's going crazy.
I know. I just heard it. I was like, what is that?
But the time I went there, we underestimated the traffic getting into Chavez Ravine.
Okay.
So we missed part of the game
Oh, shit.
just because traffic was so bad. It's similar to Jerry World, where you can only enter through certain areas. And my goal was to, like, walk around the ballpark, right? Like, I want to see it.
Yeah, it's a spectacle. You
Yeah.
go to, like, do you enjoy the whole experience? You're not just there for the game.
Yeah.
You're, like,
I
there
want
to
walk
take it
around.
all
I want
in.
to see everything they have. But I didn't know that when I bought my outfield seats. And I'm trying to go in there, like, no, you got to go in down there. You got to go in down there. So finally
brutal.
find my entrance. And then I find out it's sectioned off where I can't walk around. Like, I'm stuck in, like, this
Boo, LA.
3-section area. And it was a Yankee game. It was before there was, like, interleague, like, throughout the season. It was, like, this 2-week period where there was interleague.
Oh, okay. I got you.
Yeah, so Yankees didn't come there too often. And they were kicking people out left and right for fights. Which, okay. 'cause
Sounds
I was
like
in the
LA.
bleachers. I was in the
Sounds like
bleachers,
it.
which is not, like, the most best reputation, right? And then I'm talking to an usher, and I'm like, but I want to walk around. Like, I'm trying to explain to him. And all I had was, like, one food stand with a Dodger dog and nachos. Like, there wasn't anything great. And I'm like, but I want to walk around. He's like, sorry, you can't. I'm like, that's fucking bullshit. And he's like, if you say that again, I'm kicking you out. Like,
Yeah.
I almost got, like, kicked out of Dodger Stadium for that.
I believe it. I mean,
Yeah, so I was like,
I almost
I
got
was
kicked
just
out
a little
of the
frustrated.
stadium before, too. It's fine.
Yeah, so that one ranks low, but I think it was more experience than ballpark.
Any situation where you're not allowed to walk around the
Yeah.
ballpark,
Yeah, I
is
was
kinda
pretty-
horseshit.
You,
I was
you
pretty
don't
furious.
go to a baseball game to just watch the game.
Exactly.
Everybody
Not
knows that.
A soccer hooligan game. What are we
One
talking
opening
about
day,
here?
my buddy Josh said it perfectly. We go out to opening day all the time, and it's before the new ballpark, so we're out in, like, the center field area of the Temple, and my buddy RJ was like, do you want to go to our seats? Because the game started, and my buddy Josh goes, I'm not here to watch baseball. I'm here to absorb baseball. And I'm like, nothing has made more sense to me
For sure.
than that.
Yep. There's nothing like walking.
I don't need to watch it.
Do you walk into the stadium and instantly you're just hungry for
Yeah.
stadium snacks?
Yeah.
You want to
just walk
see
around.
like features of the ballpark, if they've got like a bar somewhere, or like what the people are like.
Right,
Like,
water parks.
Yeah.
They got all kinds of things
I just
going
love the different nuances in the ballpark. Like I grew up in Houston, so I went to Minute Maid a lot.
Yeah.
And I love the train. They don't have the train anymore, I believe. But when I was growing up, they had a train that would run across.
They also
the
had that
outfield,
hill.
And they had the hill. And it would be so exciting. I'm like 13, 14 years old when this train is going back and forth, and I just think it's the coolest thing.
Yeah.
You know, like it's special. It's something exciting to look forward to. I feel like the Rangers Ballpark had an opportunity to do something, and they chose rocking chairs and a car back brewery.
I will be honest, I don't love Globe Life Field.
I don't either.
It ranks pretty mid on my tier rankings,
Absolutely.
right?
I'm with you there, too.
Because there is nothing special about it. Like, there's the big bobbleheads they have that, oh, that's cool for like a second as
And
you
I
look
do,
at them.
and they got that little play area for the kiddos. That's cute.
Which
but
I'm not a kid, so I don't care.
exactly, I don't care.
Yeah.
And they want you to buy the food. They want you to eat overpriced Whataburger in the stadium. It's like,
Yeah.
and Pluckers. They got Pluckers. I just,
Golden chick. Like, okay,
cool.
cool, whatever.
Yeah, I want to be able to do something in a ballpark that I can't do in the real world.
Yeah, like Detroit has.
Otherwise, it's just going to the mall.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much.
Exactly. Like, Detroit has, like, a Ferris wheel and a merry-go-round in it. Like, okay, it's for the kids, but you could, like, adults can still do it, and it's still a little different, right?
Yeah.
So,
I will even say, Tampa Bay, as much as that stadium fucking sucks and
I
has
know
been
what you're gonna say.
destroyed, has stingrays you can go look at.
I touched the stingray there.
What?
Yeah, you can pet
Yeah,
them.
they have the devil rays in the
They killed
outfield.
the crocodile hunter.
I warned him not to do that to me. He
No.
listened. He didn't try to attack me.
I
good.
actually went to to the Tampa Stadium, Tropicana, Tropfield,
Yep.
whatever. Not too long ago. I want to say it was in the last 3 years.
Oh, really? Okay.
And I went when the Yankees were in town, and I sat probably the second row behind the visitor dugout, and my tickets were combined. It was me and my grandfather. I bought him tickets as a surprise because he's a big Yankees fan. Combined, I spent $250 for second row behind the dugout. Nobody wants to go to those games.
Yeah.
The stadium actually smells. Like, you can smell the oldness and the rotting, and, like, it's just gross. And my grandfather goes, I really want to buy you a beer, but I can't stomach anything in this atmosphere.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
and I was like, don't worry about it. I don't want anything.
When it just smells like dumpster everywhere.
It's like
Yeah.
moldy.
I went to that one on a work trip, actually, like out there. We had a dairy, like, in Winter Haven, so it wasn't too far. So me and a coworker just one night were like, let's go to the Tampa. I need to check that one off.
Yeah,
Let's
you
go
have
to
to.
it.
Yep.
I mean, it was my plan all along,
Of
right?
course,
Like,
yeah.
I had it planned.
Every time you go to a
Yeah.
city, you're probably like, all right, let me see the schedule.
100%. Like, if I was able to pick my, like, departing and like days to go, like, I would schedule it around if I
Definitely.
could. Seattle, for sure, I would do that.
Yeah.
Because my main account was Starbucks, so I would go up there
Would
like
you?
yearly, and then I would like, okay, let's not do it that weekend, let's do it this weekend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, guys. I have previous plans. We need to go on this week.
Or I
show
would be
up.
like, okay, well, you're already paying for my flights. I'll pay for those 2 extra days a hotel
Oh, yeah.
to stay over the weekend. Like, I would do that kind
You
of
know,
stuff.
I got
get it.
lucky one year. The year that I interned in Chicago, the Rangers played the White Sox on 4th of July.
Oh, nice.
So that was one of my experiences. I went
Nice.
I went to the south side of Chicago.
Yeah.
I was probably 21 years old.
Hell
So
yeah.
it's not that bad because the stop is right there.
It is right there. And at the time, I mean, this is 2012. So
Yeah.
there were a lot more Ranger fans than there were White Sox fans.
Which
And
is
showing
still
up-
true today.
Showing up in a Rangers shirt, I never felt unsafe. I had
Yeah.
friends on the train. I had friends in the ballpark. It was fine. It was totally fine.
I've
Yeah.
heard that crosstown game is pretty fun. Chicago?
Yes.
I
Yes.
believe it.
Yeah. Just getting on the train and talking a bunch of mess to everybody around you. Oh, boy. That just sounds like
that
the best time
cross-town
ever.
game, I bet, is pretty fun.
I mean, I can talk to y'all about baseball stadiums all day, every day.
All right,
All
we
day.
got to move on.
But
we got to
we
move
gotta
on.
move
We're already over.
I know we're over, so I'm going to make this short and sweet, just like my new haircut.
Hey!
I commented on it as soon as I got here.
I know you did. You both did. You did really great.
As
That's
I
right.
met her tonight.
I have a wife. I know how this works.
But anyway, give me your prediction for the Rangers. How do you think this season is going to shake out?
I think they're going to be pretty good.
Okay.
I really do. I think that the AL in general is kind of up for grabs, especially the AL West. I think the Astros took a step back.
They did.
I think the Rangers lineup has more pop in it than it did last year just by the additions of Berger and Jock. We talked about it last time I was on. Like, Berger's going to be a player that fans really gravitate to and
Yep.
really like,
What
right?
a great name.
His name is Berger, and he looks like he loves burgers.
Great.
He's just a big dude, right? Like, he's like the Napoli player that we had a couple of years
Oh,
ago,
I
right?
love
Like
Mike Napoli.
He might not be the best player, but he's good enough where everybody likes him.
Yeah.
And then Jock is the same way. Like, he has his flaws. He's going to strike out a lot, but he's also going to hit some bombs.
That's
some
okay. We all
dingers.
love Joey Gallo here.
Yeah.
So
And I think they're going to have some pop. I think Wyatt's going to have a good sophomore year. I'm a little worried about Evan Carter.
okay.
I don't know if they're confident or he's confident he can hit lefties. And his back is a problem. I wouldn't be surprised if he starts the year down in the minors,
Okay.
to be honest. I think they're happy with rolling with Pilar as the spring training invite that did well to take that roster spot early in the season
Okay.
in place of Carter to see if he can work some things out in the minors, because I'm a little worried there. I
You
think
just worried his body can't take it or what?
well, he's had back problems, and for a 22-year-old to already have back problems is not a good
That's
sign.
tough.
That's not a good sign.
Yeah.
You got to drink water, do some yoga.
And
Pilates.
he really does struggle hitting lefties. Like, he can hit righties, but they want him to be an everyday player. They don't want to platoon him.
Sure.
So I think they want him to work some things out.
I feel that.
All right.
Yeah.
So I'm hearing winning
No,
the AL.
I'm hearing Oh, you're hearing. I think they'll win the American League West.
Oh, sorry, AL West. I
The
meant
AL
to say
West.
AL West. I blame the shots.
Yeah, it's
I
me.
could see them winning 91.
Okay.
I think they'll
That's
go
a good
about
number.
91. I
I
think
ain't
they're
mad
going
at
to have
that.
a good season, barring injuries, of course. I mean,
Right.
DeGrom is always just
That-
sus on the injury
That's
front.
what I was going to say. Pitching, again, is my
Yeah.
biggest concern going
I
into
mean,
this
Gray's
season.
already hurt.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm
so-
hoping, if the first half of the season goes well enough that they can make a good trade, bring somebody in from a not-so-great team at either the reliever or starter area.
Yeah, I do think by the All-Star break, you'll be like, they're good, but they're just outscoring people.
Yeah.
Because I really do think it's going to be an offensive
That's
based
right.
team.
In Dallas, we don't play D on any of our
No.
teams.
Or we trade you to the Lakers.
Fire
Oh,
Nico.
wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Fire Nico.
But I think they'll be good. I think there's going to be some parity in the other divisions,
Uh-huh.
which will help, right?
Yep. They'll all take each other out.
Yeah.
All
Yeah.
right. Give me your World Series prediction.
World Series prediction. I think the Dodgers in the National League
Okay.
is the chalk, right?
Yeah, that's what I
it's
think
the
what
only
everybody
team
feels.
you can look at and say they don't even have to play at their best to win.
Mm-hmm.
Like every other team, you're like, if everything goes right, they'll be good.
Like
Like
a
Dodgers is
Diamondback?
like, yeah, like the Dodgers are like, they could suffer injuries and not be playing well and still win.
Fair enough.
So I go Dodgers there. Again, AL I think is wide open, but I wouldn't be surprised if it's a surprise team like Detroit.
Detroit surprised a lot
Like,
of people last year.
Yeah, I
The
think
Detroit Baseball Cats.
I'm
yeah.
always upset with Baltimore. I feel like Baltimore always has great regular seasons,
They
and then
gotta
they
put it
shit
together.
the bed in the playoffs. It's
Yeah,
just so
they do that a
embarrassing.
lot.
yeah, but I think Detroit's pitching with Flannery and Skubal, which Skubal Cy Young winner.
Uh-huh.
Like I think they'll be pretty good. Baltimore, if they can put it together, they
Yeah, they got the
can
kid
make
with the
some
mullet
damage.
and the handlebar mustache. I forgot his name.
Who? What?
The one that's always in the home run derby. What's his name?
For Baltimore?
He's so young, and he's got big old mustache.
Gunnar Henderson?
That's the one. Gunnar.
Yeah, Gunnar. He's good. And they got Jackson Holiday, who didn't play up to his paper last year, but hopefully he'll take a step up.
I've got a final question.
Okay.
How do you think your fantasy team is going to do?
Hey, we're going to bring it to fantasy.
Important things.
So it can be pretty nasty.
So
in a-
Brandon is in a fantasy
Oh
league
my
is.
God, Tanner.
with
Again, nobody
a
cares about this.
20-man
Yes. So it's a 12-team fantasy league that has a 40-man roster,
Holy shit.
20 position players, 20 pitchers, and a 13 to 20 player minor league system.
Do you have a life starting this week through?
No.
No, actually
Summer?
starting about a month ago when all I did was look at trades.
Oh my God.
Because trades are a big thing.
So between looking at baseball cards and
I'm the nerdiest
fantasy
person
baseball,
you'll ever meet. I honestly am.
You do more Dungeons and Dragons than I do.
Without Dungeons and Dragons.
Oh
But
my
I do
just
own
have
a
a ball and
dragon
a bat.
goblet, which is awesome.
It is awesome.
Well, this
Are
is
you going to win?
There's some other good teams. We're pretty much split in half. There's 12 teams. I think 6 are good, me being one of them, and 6 are not good.
Who's your best player?
Oh, I have Ohtani, Witt, and
That's
Ellie.
why he's gonna win.
I have Ohtani,
Easily.
Witt, and Ellie.
Okay.
Like,
Yeah, you're nuts.
Yeah, and I have Wyatt Langford, Riley Green. I have
The
some
other
good
baby
players.
Wyatt.
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
I have some good players. My pitching's not as good as some of the other teams, though. Like, my best pitcher is Strider, who's coming back
Hey.
from Tommy John.
We
It
literally
might
saw.
be Otani.
We saw
might
in our World Series run that having the best pitching, not necessarily the most important thing.
True, but this league, it really does matter.
Okay, well,
Yeah.
I tried. Well, thank you so much for coming by
It
and
was
teaching
awesome.
me
I'll do this
everything
anytime. I
about
like it.
baseball cards. We are going to definitely bring you back as the season goes on so we can pick your brain, especially when it comes to the moves and shakes of all things MLB. Plus, we have to check in on your fantasy team.
True
Yep.
facts.
We'll have a fantasy corner
I
with
love
Brandon.
this.
Love it.
Fantasy corner.
Remember, you can book us for your events. You can buy us shots, and we'll talk about you. We'll wear your apparel, like shirts and hats. Man, we can do anything you want, baby.
That's right. Find us at pouringtakes.com or reach out to us directly at admin@pouringtakes.com. Y'all have a great week and cheers.
Fantastic.
Hey.
Peace out, mofos.